The first time I tried speed. Up until then, my addiction had already spiraled through Suboxone, Ritalin, and cocaine, but speed was different. It was the spark that lit the wildfire of destruction in my life. I'll take you into that night, the decision I thought would just be one time, and how quickly it became a turning point that I could not undo. This is the chapter where the darkness accelerated and I realized too late how fast a life can unravel. This episode of The Recovery Couch is brought to you by Greg Swartz at Remax Victory and Affiliates. Whether you're buying or selling your home, Greg brings heart, hustle, and honesty to every deal. Call Greg at 937-477-8975 today. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to The Recovery Couch. You're listening to Inside the Fire Behind Step 4. This is a 12-part mini-series that takes you behind the raw and unfiltered story of my book, Step 4, A Journey Through Addiction, which is releasing this fall. So the night that I first tried speed is burned into my memory. I was already living on the edge. I was lonely, I was depressed, and I was desperate, really, for anything that would make me feel alive. Then someone showed up at my door, and they had speed, and I didn't hesitate. There was no debate, no wrestling with right or wrong. I just said yes. Because at that point, the pain of being sober for even a few more hours just felt completely unbearable. When I tried it, I thought it would be just one hit. But then I got the rush, like it shot fire through my veins, the illusion of this false energy, this false escape, and it hooked me. All of a sudden, in that moment, I wasn't depressed anymore. I wasn't hopeless. I didn't feel alone. But there's a truth that I didn't want to face, was that hit and that high came with a price that was so steep, a price that would take me deeper into darkness than I'd ever gone before. And from that night forward, my life wasn't just spiraling. It was like it was free falling, nosediving rapidly. The speed didn't just numb me, it eventually owned me. As I sat down and put pen to paper, writing about that night in my book, Step 4, it forced me to confront how one decision, one moment of, yeah, sure, I'll try it, one moment ignited years of pain, years of chaos, and years of destruction. But I had to share it. I couldn't keep it to myself because someone listening might be standing at the edge of their own first yes. And I want them to hear me say, please don't take that step. Please don't say yes. This episode of The Recovery Couch is brought to you by J.B. Davis at Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. For integrity, service, and unbeatable deals, ask for J.B. in Centerville and tell them The Recovery Couch sent you. Just a quick reminder to let everybody know to join the Recovery Couch Inner Circle on Patreon. It's where you'll get bonus episodes, behind-the-scenes reflections, and Q&A sessions where we go even deeper into stories like this one we're sharing today. Also, don't forget to go and check out recent episodes with Michael Thompson, Henry Wannery, and Ryan Canaday. Fantastic conversations, and I know you'll love to hear them. This episode of The Recovery Couch is brought to you by True Story Media. True Story Media is a faith-based business where we help people share their stories of transformation and hope. Whether it's a book, a podcast, or a speaking platform, your story matters. You can learn more at www.recoverycouch.com today. In today's episode, we went back to the night that I first tried speed, the decision that changed the trajectory of my life. I also shared how one hit became the tipping point from survival into complete, leading me to violent and sexual behaviors that were uncharacteristic of myself. We talked about how quickly the illusion of control disappeared. That night marked the true beginning of my darkest spiral, and yet it's a part of my story that had to be told. If you've got a deep, dark part of your story that needs to be told, then I encourage you to tell it. It doesn't have to be like I'm doing to the entire world, but find somebody that you trust, which may be hard for you to do. It was hard for me to do, but find somebody you trust and tell your story. Release your soul from the bondage, from the chains, and learn to walk free without shame or guilt. And while you're doing that, please remember that you always have a seat right here on the Recovery Couch.